politicians, be preachers, yeah. Be believers.
Absolutely. You could be sitting in the Hall of Fame and the world will know your name. Good evening, Ghana, and welcome to Personality Profile here on Joy 99.7 FM. I'm Lexis Bill. It's just about, 10 minutes past 7 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to this conversation. I'm sure you are as well. You probably have seen us post about it on social media. Well, it's time now. So tell a friend to tell a friend that we're live on your superstation. We're also live on Facebook, actually. So you can get on there and join the conversation via video. Tonight, I've got a very important conversation for you. So sit back, relax, and let's do this. This is Personality Profile on Joy FM. So tonight, I'm sitting with a man who didn't just change countries. He actually changed context. Yeah. Born and raised in East London, educated in the UK, built a successful mortgage brokerage, navigating one of the most structured property systems in the world. On paper, he was exactly where many people are trying to get to. But then guess what? He left. Yeah, he did. In 2012, he made a decision that wasn't convenient. It was more like convicting, you know. He relocated to Ghana, not to retire, but to build. Not to try out, but to build. And not just houses, but communities. I'm talking about structured growth, sustainable development, a different narrative about what is possible here in Ghana. Founder and CEO of Jacob West Limited, he spent over a decade shaping Accra's real estate landscape while challenging the idea that Africa is a fallback option. Well, in his own words, Africa isn't just a backup plan. It might be the main stage. Yeah, he speaks openly about the contrast between the systems that work and spaces that make you feel alive. He's a developer, an investor, a community builder, a mentor to young boys through his Boys to Men initiative. He's a husband, a father of three, and a proud Liverpool supporter who has no hopes of an EPL title this year. But, beyond the titles, tonight we explore the man at the intersection of diaspora experience and African opportunity. Founder and CEO of Jacob West Limited, Michael Kyei-Ayensu is my guest. Brother.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, thank you for the introduction.
Good to see you, man.
All that information is out there.
Yes.
Good to see you too.
All about you is out there.
I
know a bit more than I should, actually.
Really? Yeah. I was surprised. I'm thinking, wow, does he know all this information?
Yes.
Has he been speaking to my wife or something?
The most intriguing part is the fact that you're a sad man because of Liverpool. But that's okay. We'll find other ways to make you happy, bro.
I mean, that's life. You have your ups and your downs. It's our down period, but we'll take it like that.
How are you, bro?
I'm feeling very good.
Nice.
Happy to be here.
Yes.
Joy FM, we watch you online all the time.
Yeah.
And I always said to myself, Lexis Bill, what a fantastic name. I mean, where do we get such a unique name like that? But yeah, we do watch you online, and it's
great.
Good to be here.
That's great. I'm happy you're here. I think the last I heard of you was at the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. That was in December, isn't it?
Yes.
And you were on the panel talking about the obstacles in the Ghanaian property market.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
We will delve into those ones as well.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you have your own share of obstacles, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. But let's get to know you a little bit, Michael.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? See, I had this discussion this morning, and the answer is I'm from originally Kumasi / Winneba.
Oh, okay.
My father's from Winneba.
Yeah.
And my mother's from Kumasi. So that's where I'm from.
And you're Santini.
Me Santini.
Uchiti.
Kakerepi. So But I was born in London,
Okay.
East London. Spent all my life there.
Right.
Uh, Nursery, primary, secondary, university, work, all in London.
Well, I see.
To be honest with you, I really started coming to Ghana when I was like 19, 20 years old.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah. So born in
And
London.
how was your upbringing? Like, how was it in London in those days?
I think it's a typical Ghanaian.
Oh yeah.
Typical in the sense that if you look at, the 70s, 60s, a lot of the Ghanaians that left Ghana went to set up. And then there was an influx of Ghanaians coming
Yeah.
into Ghana, into the UK. And I was birthed in that.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
being in the UK in the early 80s,
Mm.
being black was difficult.
Mm.
So we went through the struggle of finding our identity.
Yeah.
But lucky for us, our parents were very strong in terms of being African.
Okay.
I was born without an English name.
Mm-hmm.
I was born without an English name, and I actually picked my own English name for school purposes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that gives you a sense of understanding now how deep-rooted our culture was in us. So yeah, we grew up. Myself, I'm the youngest of three.
Okay.
My sister's the eldest, Essie, and Fifi is the middle, and I'm the last born.
Yeah.
My father is a doctor, and he moved to the US in the early to the mid 80s.
Yeah.
My mother was an admin in health as well, care,
Mm.
and we grew up in East London.
What's your fondest Ghanaian memory of growing up,
My
especially in London, of course?
my fondest memory was every summer my grandma coming from Ghana by herself
Is
to the
it?
doorstep from Heathrow Airport.
Wow.
And she would come with that smell of yam and Kobe
Kobe and money and things
in the bag. So, we learnt a lot from that.
Yeah.
So I would feel as though Ghana was in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ghana was in the house, and we really understood where we were coming from.
And was there that urge to still want to be in Ghana, even though you had spent your life? What made you want to be in Ghana? And I'm not talking about when you decided to move, but you came back. You didn't come back until you were 19, 20, you say?
Yeah, I mean, I started visiting
Yeah, visiting. Yes,
Yes,
at the
at
time.
that age.
But what made you want to go see this Ghana that you're from?
I think it's very strange. In our home, we were very much Ghanaian. And when you ask the question, where you're from, it was always, I'm from Ghana when I'm living in the UK.
Okay.
So we always felt that one day we would like to be where.
Yeah.
So we never grew up thinking that we were settled in the UK.
All right.
Never felt settled in the UK. There was never a sense that this is the final destination.
Mm.
And I think when we became of age, it was more prominent in our thinking and our ways of doing things. My wife won't want to know this, but every girl I dated was Ghanaian.
Is it?
And it was just strange. You go to these nightclubs and
Yeah.
you end up coming home, meeting a Ghanaian girl. So it was just one of those things that we were very pro Ghana.
Yeah.
Very, very pro Ghana.
A lot of people talk about raising kids outside, right? And there are those who are of the school of thought that sometimes it's better to raise them in Ghana for them to, really get the Ghanaian values and whatnot. And sometimes it's a bit problematic if they grow up, say, in the UK system or the American system or whatever it is. But it seems to me that you had a perfect mix of Ghana or something. Or do you think that even the upbringing, you picked up more British stuff than Ghanaian stuff?
No, I think I believe you could be in Ghana and not have the culture within your home. So the fact that we were in the UK, it didn't mean that the home was very much UK. It was Ghana. My mum had a fantastic balance when it came to that. If you hear my mum speak, she sounds like the Queen's friend. But yet when she's at home, we listen to the music.
Yeah.
We wore the clothes.
Yeah.
We had the food. So it was very much that it wasn't an issue being Ghanaian at home.
Okay. Okay.
confidently.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only issue was taking it outside of home
Right.
because it wasn't the cool thing to be Ghanaian at that time.
I can imagine.
But yeah, I don't think that for me personally, I don't think it had an effect not being here.
Okay.
Obviously, I haven't got the school stories,
Yeah.
right? Schoolmates and
Yeah.
boarding school. I haven't got those stories. But in terms of understanding to a certain limit that I'm Ghanaian, I don't think I failed in that department.
So as a young Michael, right? What did success look like for you? What did your future look like as a young person?
As a young person, I was crazy about sports,
Oh, yes.
and I was very much into my football. And at a young age, I just wanted to kick the ball, and I enjoyed playing football all the time. So
Yeah.
I was playing for many teams.
West Ham,
Yes.
West Ham School of Excellence.
Yes, School of Excellence. I was at School of Excellence between the ages of 12 to 15 thereabouts. And I was picked up because I was playing for the school, I was playing for the district, I had the Sunday club, and I was so I was initially playing with Charlton
Okay.
and
Athletic.
Charlton Athletic.
Okay.
And during that period of like trials,
Mm-hmm.
I had a trial of West Ham, and literally I was given two forms to sign, either Charlton or West Ham. And I lived close to West Ham. My primary school was next door to West Ham.
Okay.
So it seemed like the best thing to do. So I was playing for West Ham for some time.
So, bro, why are we? I don't understand. I mean,
Why are we here?
why are we here?
Why are we here?
What happened?
What
Because,
happened?
like, by now, I should
By now,
be with you and Ronaldo
Charlie.
or probably
Oh.
Harry Kane
Oh.
having
I would be
dinner
retired
or
by
something.
now.
Oh, yeah, you would have.
I mean, I got to a certain point, and the English way of playing wasn't about skill; it was about physicality, height.
Okay.
And at that age, I didn't have that physical presence,
Okay.
and that was the reason why they said, "But we couldn't sign you for the following year." And so, at the age of 14, 15, I was dropped,
Okay.
and being dropped by West Ham, I kind of gave up on the sport.
Oh.
It kind of went downhill from there,
Yeah.
and I just focused on school and just being in school. Yeah.
And what kind of profession did you now want to get into?
I
Now
think-
football didn't work, so what did you want to do?
I think the earlier days in school, you have no idea what you want to do. At the age of 16, 17, you're still trying to work it out. I think when I got to college, going into university, I liked business.
Okay.
I just love business. Like, I've got that urge of making it happen.
Yeah.
And if you blend that with the sports and the football, it's very important that you've got the determination to keep on going. So I think having that in me, it meant that if I do become a businessman, I won't stop running.
I see.
Yeah.
And you ended up in property.
And I ended up in property. And that's another funny story because there were two reasons why I ended up in property. One was negative and one was positive.
We want to hear them both.
So so the negative happened when I think I was about 21, 22 years old. And my brother and I were looking at properties and thought, oh, this is interesting. And we gave some money to someone to invest into a property. And this is UK. This is not sending money to Ghana. And giving money to that person who was very close to us, it didn't happen. And we lost the money.
What,
So
did
that-
he run away?
More or less. And it was a case of we didn't get to achieve that thing.
Okay.
Now, I've kind of analyzed this over the years. Now, when something doesn't happen for me, then the sports thing kicks in. And I wanted to make that thing happen. So in my work placement year in university, by God's grace, I was given a work placement in a property company. And that's the positive side. And I worked under a Jewish man called Robert Steinhaus. And in that experience, I was able to observe how, funny enough, it was acquisition of properties, the management of properties, the insurance of properties, all under one roof. And I was amazed that this one office can produce so many services.
Yeah.
So from there, I said, when I finished university, I'm doing properties.
Right.
And that's how it started.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it started.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So on paper, of course, you built that brokerage.
Yeah.
With your brother.
Correct. Yeah.
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 In London and Essex.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
On paper, that's stability. I mean, you're doing well. You've got a mortgage brokerage
Yeah.
business, property
Yeah.
business with your brother.
Yeah.
That's stability. So, what was missing?
There were a few things. We started in the period where the property prices were doing fantastically well, early 2000s, before the 2012 Olympics in London, which was close to where we were working. We were acquiring properties ourselves. We were financing properties. We were renovating properties, and it was just go, 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 go. And we felt as though we needed to mix or bring that experience into Ghana. So at the same period of our lives, we were visiting Ghana. Like I said, I started coming when I was probably 19, 20. I started my brokerage firm probably 21, 23, roughly. And in that period, every year I was in Ghana. So I used to say to myself, yeah, let's bring this company to Ghana. Let's bring this company to Ghana. And I think that's why our minds kind of floated a bit.
Okay.
Although we were doing very well in the UK. Then, in the latter part of 2007, 2008, there was this beast of a credit crunch. Like the whole world.
Yeah, the global recession.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like what we were achieving became less than 1% of what we were achieving.
Wow.
And it was like a struggle. And funny enough, many older business people at that time were like, we've seen this already. We know what to do. But for us, we had no clue. We didn't have any idea how we were going to navigate this issue.
Yeah.
And we lost quite a few properties at the time.
Oh, you did?
We did, yes. We lost quite a few properties, and that was like 2008, 9, 10. And for me and my brother, it was a case of, let's not start again here. We need to go home and try in Ghana.
How far back down did you go?
Down in terms of losing properties, 3 to 4 properties with all equity. In terms of the service we were providing, let's just give you some numbers. If say we were doing 20 cases a week, it became 1 case a week.
Wow.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Literally, banks were pulling financial products from the market, which doesn't allow us to brokerage. And it was literally from hero to zero, and it was tough. And then from that point on, our minds were like, let's get out of here. Let's try Ghana. Let's try Ghana.
I chanced on one of your posts on LinkedIn, and you said the UK works, systems, transport, healthcare, but it feels heavy. What does that heaviness look like in real life?
In the UK, you're living for the system. You're not actually living for yourself. You are part of that system, and if you fail to live in that system, they will break you. You don't get time to think. You don't get time to create. And yes, when you're living in the UK, you feel as though you're making progress, but actually you're feeding the system. And that's why it makes it very heavy living there. That's my opinion. I felt that we're living in a place that we don't belong. I felt that I was nervous to hit certain heights. I was nervous to be in a car at night and drive past police. But I was born and raised there. So why am I feeling so apprehensive about these things?
Yeah.
So in terms of living, settling, that's your final destination, it was never on our minds. There's always that somewhere that we need to go to.
Yeah.
And it's always Africa. And that kind of made me feel as though I need to do this move at some point in my life. I didn't know when, but I knew that it had to be done.
The UK had the structures, like you say. I mean, it was a structured system. Regardless of how you felt about it, it was still very structured. It works, right? Were you sure of the kind of structures that was in Ghana?
I knew that it wouldn't be the same, but I just didn't know how it would be. You know, when you come on holiday for 2-3 weeks and you're going to the nightclubs and you're going to the restaurants and you're going to the hotel lobbies and you're going to the beach, you think this place is beautiful. And it is. But you know what's funny? When the Christmas or the Easter period is over, you don't see anyone again.
That's it. Yeah.
You don't see anyone.
Back
you know,
to business.
So there was no idea of how the system would work.
Okay. Okay.
There was no idea. There was no experience. There was no schoolmates. There was no uncles and aunties living here
Yeah.
because my mother left when she was like 15, 16.
Wow.
So all her siblings eventually moved over to the
Yeah.
UK and the US. So we didn't have that connection. We didn't have it.
So you didn't have any guarantees and whatnot. So what did people say when you told them you were moving to Ghana then?
People in the UK,
Yeah.
well, with my family members that left, they were not laughing because that wouldn't be nice. But it was a case of, is he sure?
Yeah.
And what the hell is he going to do out there? We don't go to Ghana like that. We don't go to Ghana like that. We send £20 to Ghana. We don't go to Ghana. We don't get up and leave and go to Ghana. But no one said anything until it was getting better for me.
Oh. Okay.
You know, at the time of me going, there was not that, what are you doing? Don't
Yeah.
go.
There
But it
no
was
explicit.
yeah, but there was that look like, hey, are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of that
Be honest. Was there ever a moment you thought, "Have I made a mistake?"
all the time. Yeah, at the beginning stages.
Really?
Yeah, mistake in the sense that I didn't expect this.
Expect what?
Do you want me to explain what it is? Because I don't know what it is. I mean, expect the system to run as it does.
How does it run?
It runs on emotions and culture rather than systems and processes. And I didn't understand that at the beginning stages. And I felt as though as long as I implement what I've learnt in the UK in Ghana, I'll be fine. Right?
Yeah.
And in the UK, we set up business with zero. There was no investment. It was ideas. And it became a business. So I said, I can do this. But then we understood the system. And we knew where, if we start, we can navigate ourselves to get to where we need to get to. But in Ghana, we didn't know the system. We didn't understand the process. What was the process? We knew how to start, but does it take us anywhere? And at the earlier stages, I did say to myself, I'm out of here. But I made a conscious effort to stay. And when I came in 2012 with Virgin Airlines, I tore up my return ticket.
You tore it up.
I tore it up. And I said, at least let me do 1 year. At least. And in that 1 year, everything possibly that could happen bad happened. You know, deaths, finances, deaths that would have taken me back to the UK. But I said to myself, if I go back to the UK, I may not come back to Ghana now. And it's going to be a whole series of me going and coming, and I wouldn't make any progress.
Yeah.
So I took up the return ticket. So 1 year became 4 years without returning.
Yeah.
So I did 4 years straight.
Wow.
My first trip back was in 2016.
Do you recall the first thing, and I'm talking realistically, something that happened that made you feel, look, I can't do this?
There were a lot of things, but I think one of the major things was dealing with, how can I explain this? A non-system in my mind, dealing with that. You know, not knowing what tomorrow will be like and not having a clear idea of what's going to happen in the year. Where would I be? So I think that was one of the reasons why I was kind of, a friend of mine came here on a business trip, and he said something to me that, Michael, how do you think in this town? I can't think. There's too much going on. And Ghana's got that, It's got so many things going on at the same time. So it makes it difficult to kind of process and think.
Yeah.
And I think at the early stages of my being here, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know how I would achieve any of the things that I dreamt of, because I don't know where the next step or the process.
Yeah.
I hadn't got a clue.
Wow.
I didn't have a clue. I thought I had a clue. I was lost. I was
see.
lost.
Let's and you were still doing property this time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was trying to do property.
You are trying to
I was trying
So-
to do property.
if you look at the property market now, what is broken in the property market that for you're trying to fix?
A clear start to end process of acquiring property. If there's a deficit that we speak of every single year in a property market, what is the process to fulfill that deficit? It's not clear. And for me, if we can create a clear system to acquire property, then I think we are helping the sector out.
Okay.
So I would think that
What
process-
frustrates you most about doing business here in Ghana?
most is not being able to achieve things in the time we want to. And some of the reasons are out of your control. And you have to live with it, and you have to manage it and manage your expectations. But it is frustrating. But you do have to live with the fact that 1 o'clock may be 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if you can adjust your mind to kind of let some things go,
Yeah.
then you make the progress, I believe.
And what excites you about doing business here?
Because every single problem that we've spoken about is an opportunity for us to grow and do something and make a difference and contribute to this nation.
If you could fix one specific, just one systematic or systemic issue in Ghana's real estate sector tomorrow, what would it be?
It would be allowing people to have a short-term lending facility to jump on the property ladder. I understand that we have a cash culture in a lot of things that we do. And we're coming from, when I say we're coming from a credit culture. And I feel as though we shouldn't try and bring that credit culture entirely to Ghana. But I think there needs to be a head start, a jump, an idea of where people can jump on a property market easily and exit easily.
Yeah.
And if that happens, it resolves a lot of the issues that we have. I was saying that the interest rates are high. And we really market the fact that the interest rates are high in Ghana. But one of the things that we didn't do in the UK is market the fact that if you borrow for 25 years, you pay back more than double, triple the amount that you've borrowed. It's never marketed that way.
Yeah.
To take a mortgage for 25 years, thinking that I bought a house for 100,000. In 25 years, when I pay that off and sell it for 400,000, I've made 300,000 profit. But it's not the case. You've probably spent 400,000 for 25 years, and you make zero after 25 years. But we don't market that way. But in Ghana, when we see a rate of 22, 23, 24%, hey, I don't want to go there. But how can we create a product that is a fixed interest rate for a short time, 5 years? 5 years, get onto the property market. Within the 5 years, find your bulk money and clear it, because we are used to the cash elements, but we're not so used to the credit system. So how do we balance it? We can only balance it if we have a short-term mortgage to get people on the market. You know, developers can sell, people buy.
Yeah.
You have 5 years of a rate that's comfortable, but after the 5 years, you've found some money to clear it, and then you're off you go.
Right.
If we can create something like that, then it's a game changer.
Well, if you just joined us, this is Personality Profile. I'm spending time with Michael Kyei-Ayensu, who's the founder and CEO of Jacob West Limited. Your comments are welcome. You can send us a message on 055 1111997. Nana in Spintex just sent us a message.
Hey,
Lexis coming to Ghana from the UK from a system that works into no system at all could shock your system. It was a real frustrating for me to start a business here, and I'm still struggling. And that's from Nana in Spintex Road. Nana, thanks a lot for your message.
You'll be fine.
Interesting stuff. You'll be fine. Eh? You know, in your post, you actually mentioned, you actually left a question unanswered. Would you move back to London? So let me ask you, where do you call home?
Ghana is 100% home,
Mm.
and it will always be home number one. UK is part of me. I can't deny the fact that that's created the person I am today.
Mm.
But it's not home. It's not home.
For the diasporans who are romanticizing the return, what reality check would you give them?
Returning home to Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
the reality is that you come to Ghana, and whether it's summer break, Christmas, Easter, and you enjoy the lifestyle, nightlife, and then you start to complain about services, products, availability of products, etc. And you start to kind of feel as though people are not doing things the right way. It should be done this way, and you know, why are they saying this, and this is poor, and all of that. And my thing is that these things are poor or not up to your standards or the exposure that you had because you didn't come back. You that are complaining, you didn't come back. So how do you expect the place to be of a level or of exposure that you've had privy to for a number of years? You didn't come back. So those that are planning or thinking of moving to Ghana, bear in mind that the skills, the exposure, the things that you've learned, you can contribute to this economy, to this nation, without complaining.
But Michael, tell me, is Africa a backup plan for the diaspora, or you think it's truly the main stage?
I think the world's changing. I truly believe that Africa is on the forefront of a lot of people's mouths right now. I don't think it's a second option anymore. I think it's the beginning of a lot of things that people aspire to in life. But just to navigate it is a challenge.
Yeah.
So it's no longer that we're just going on holiday. It's what can I do? But how do I start? And my advice is just start. Start with no money. Start with your ideas, learn the terrain, learn the culture, and see how far that gets you.
Do you think Europe has peaked?
I think Europe has lost their mojo. I think Europe manipulated our thinking, and I think because of social media and other exposure that we have now, Europe is struggling. And I think Africa is at the stage of navigating, and we're an emerging market. I think there's so much that we can do, and I think that the Europeans are going to struggle to navigate the system because the Africans are going to control it.
Interesting. Well, Let's talk about your family because you married to Aisha Yensu.
Ah, yes.
Oh, you had forgotten,
I
huh?
just realized. Yes, yes,
Of
yes.
course, global fashion force with Christy Brown.
Correct.
Amazing stuff. I mean,
Amazing.
what does it mean for you to build a power couple like that in Ghana?
I think if we're talking about my wife, Aisha, she has a God's gift. And, it's not driven by profits, it's driven by a service to God.
Mm.
And I think that the reason why her brand has done so well over the years is because she's been blessed with creativity.
Mm.
And she doesn't stop until she feels as though she's achieved what God has given her.
Mm.
And because of that, she's going. She's
Yes,
going.
yes,
And she's really, really going.
she is.
And I'm just
Absolutely,
making sure that she's cushioned, that she moves along.
absolutely.
Yeah. And she's a fantastic person
Which of those skills have you learned?
in terms of,
Fashion.
I mean, I'm the main designer behind the scenes. I mean,
And we can tell you're not designing clothes. You're designing smiles. I'm
yeah.
sure.
I've learned a lot. I think we've learned a lot from each other. You know,
Right.
we trade notes.
Yeah.
Mine's, as she says, iron rods. She loves iron rods, and
Yeah.
hers is fabric.
Right.
Fabric. But yeah, we've learned a lot from each other.
You're raising 3 children. What
Mm.
do you want them to understand about identity
Mm.
that you had to discover later?
Mm. I want them to. Something happened in the summer,
Mm.
and it made me so proud. And my oldest son. We were in the UK for our summer break, and we put them in a summer school. And during one of the activities, they were playing some football with some of the London boys, as they say.
Yeah.
And when he came home, he said, "Daddy, Curry, this is." He said, "Daddy, I was playing, and the boys were trying to barge me. They were trying to knock me over. Don't they know I'm a Ghana boy? These are London boys. They can't touch me." And I was so proud of that moment because he was so proud to say he's a Ghana boy.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be a London boy.
Mm.
And I think we've created that transition.
Mm.
It's no longer we want to go to the UK.
Yeah.
They want to come back home. When they're on holiday and they've done the shopping and the games and they want, that's it, Daddy, we want to go home.
Wow.
So I think that is enough of an achievement for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a father, what kind of Africa would you want to hand over to them?
If I say what's in my head, it'll be controversial, but
We want to hear it.
we want our leaders to care enough about our country, Ghana. And I believe if they put the country Ghana first, we leave a fantastic continent for our children. But if we think of ourselves, then it will end there. And I believe if we can all contribute to a better Ghana, a better Africa, by thinking of Ghana first, then our kids will enjoy our hard work. And if we don't, our kids will definitely suffer.
Right.
And it will continue to be that way.
You're passionate about mentoring boys. You actually set up Boys to Men.
Yeah. I'm crazy, huh? I'm trying to do all these things at once.
It's a good thing. But tell us why mentoring boys was important enough to create Boys to Men.
Okay, there's so many reasons and so many layers to it. One of the layers for me is that I feel there's a big gap, right? And the gap between those that have and those that don't have, there's a lost link between the two. And I believe that if we can mentor our boys to be responsible men, then we can make a change. Now, how I'm doing it is the boys that I mentor are from good homes. Don't get me wrong. They have their good education, drivers, etc., 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 clothes, But what I want them to understand is they can make a difference. And where they are is a good starting point. So what we're trying to do is, through sports and other activities, we're trying to mentor the boys to be able to help boys that will help men in different villages. How are we going to do that? We're going to offer services like hostels, boreholes, football pitches, clothes, food, but we're going to allow our boys to take up that service so they understand that no matter where we are right now, we can do more for others. So that's really what Boys to Men's about.
That's a good stuff. That's a good thing.
And
that you're
it started by just taking 3 kids, my 2 sons and their friend, one early morning, and I said, look, it's difficult to find time in between work and all the other things. So we went to S2 Sports Center at Spintex, and I asked, what time do you open? To the lady there, and said, oh, we open at 6. I said, oh no, 6 is not good, because 6 we play for an hour, 7 then how are they going to get to school on time? Please, can you come in at 5? She said, oh, she can't. So I was able to negotiate. I did my property negotiation skills, and I was able to get her in at 5. And I literally just started with 3 boys. 3 boys became 15 boys within a short space of time.
Wow.
Every parent felt as though young boys needed that discipline, that direction, that exposure. When I say exposure, it's not going to be a walk in a park. You know, you may go to the best schools. It doesn't guarantee a fantastic career.
Right.
And I'm just putting them through the paces aggressively.
Yeah.
And I think they need that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What's your biggest professional failure in Ghana?
In Ghana, I've had a number of failures in Ghana. And
The biggest of them?
Wow. My first partnership in a real estate project where I trusted my partners and I didn't secure my interests legally. And in doing that, I turned out with 0.
Oh, wow.
And realized that a good nature doesn't always win. So I learned from that and I navigated my way through.
If a good nature doesn't always win, what wins?
Being focused. Because you always have failure. What do you learn from that? How do you activate that sports person in you? That if you fall, you get up.
Yeah.
And if you're always willing to keep on going, you will win in the end.
What insecurity do you still wrestle with?
Not winning. When I say not winning, I wouldn't cheat to win. But if I look at my past, every single failure that I've had has spurred me on to go again. And I think it's an insecurity that motivates me. Like I said, the reason why I got into property is because I lost money in properties. And there's a number of things that didn't go well for me that I want to prove myself that it can work.
Yeah.
So I think it's an insecurity, but I've been able to navigate it and mold it to kind of benefit my being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel caught between 2 worlds? Not fully British, not fully Ghanaian?
Oh,
or
me.
you think you're fully Ghanaian?
Me. You wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel insecure by that. One thing about me is that I can be in a room of Prosec boys, and they've got their stories, and they're very brash about whatever stories that they have, and I would not feel uncomfortable.
Right.
I wouldn't feel out of place. I wouldn't try to be them.
Yeah.
I am myself. I'm very confident in myself.
Good stuff.
And that's never going to break.
That's great.
Yeah.
Jacob West Properties.
Yes.
Tell us about the company and where your properties are.
Okay. So Jacob West, we started as bespoke builders, and that was through hearing the horror stories, being in the UK, where, family members would complain about sending money home and not being able to achieve their builds. So I said to myself, okay, we need to resolve that issue. But the final destination was to be where we are now, and that's a property developer. So we are building upper mid-range homes in Accra and Greater Accra. At the moment, we're on Bethel Gardens, which is in North Legon, going up to Abokobi, and it's 16 townhomes in a gated community. And when I say upper middle market, we're trying to aim for those that are in comfortable jobs or comfortable income that can start their lives. The product, the price, the location fits that.
Right.
And then we're moving to several areas where we feel there is an opportunity. It's not so much the common areas. And when I say common, it's not jumping on the bandwagon of doing, total prime locations. I think there's subprime locations, pockets of spaces in Accra that we're not looking at. And I believe if we focus in those locations, we will fulfill that gap of people wanting to jump on the property market or own a home.
Okay.
And we focus on houses, not apartments at the moment. Yeah.
That's great. Quick fire questions.
Yeah.
I know the answer to the first one, but I'll still ask. London or Accra?
London.
London?
No, Accra. Your fire question didn't work for you.
I'm not rethinking the whole conversation.
No, Accra.
Structure or freedom?
If I say freedom, then what I'm saying, what I'm doing here, it will never work. Structure.
Okay. But that was hard to choose.
That's hard. Structure with freedom. But structure.
Stability or significance?
Stability.
Builder or disruptor?
Disruptor.
Liverpool wins the league?
Hey, Charlie, why are you doing this?
Or Jacob West delivers 1,000 homes?
100% Jacob West. I can't have any control over what Liverpool does in the transfer market, but I can control my own transfer market. So yeah, Jacob West,
Look,
deliver homes.
Michael, if a 28-year-old Michael is watching this interview or listening to us on radio, you want to tell him?
28-year-old Michael listening, I would say you think you haven't got time, but you have time. Start something. Don't talk too much. Start something. Focus on it. Prepare to make mistakes. Prepare to get up again and start over. But stay in your lane. Don't look at anyone else. Focus on yourself. Don't try to be rich quickly. Have some ambition, but let it be clean. Try and build a good community around yourself, whether it's family, business. Take a mentor. Learn from those that have done it before. And don't just think of yourself. Think of others and how you can impact the community that you live in.
Michael Kyei-Ayensu. Nami Shao.
That's it.
Nami Shao. It's been great hanging out with you, and
Likewise.
I enjoyed this conversation.
Likewise.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
With Jacob West.
Thank you so much.
And all that you're doing as
Thank you.
well. And
Thanks for
of course,
having me.
regards to Christy Brown, Aisha.
I shall tell her. She's
missus.
walking around in London right now.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
But I shall
Good stuff.
greet her. But yeah, thanks for having me on. This has been very interesting.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
I'm glad. To you listening in, we're grateful that you made time to listen to Personality Profile here on Joy 99.7 FM. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. Next week, we have another enthralling conversation for you. So make sure you're here. Pretty shortly, Uncle Ken will take over the radio. He's already in the studio getting ready, putting his playlist together. Uncle Ken, let me say hello to my uncle. Hello, Uncle
Hey,
Ken.
Kwame, good evening.
Hello, Uncle Ken.
Hi. Nice to see he's another pre-second.
Well, no,
No,
he's
I'm
not. He's
I'm
just
not.
a second by association.
Oh, by association. Oh, okay. But he's a Liverpool fan.
Yes, he's a Liverpool fan.
He
You
never
can use
walks
the microphone,
alone.
ma'am. Yeah.
He never
Sadly-
walks alone.
Sadly, he's a Liverpool fan.
No, not sadly.
It's very sad.
You
we,
never walk
we're
alone.
the
We
best.
were there- we were
We're the
there.
best club in the whole world. We
Thank
are
you.
family.
Thank you.
Well, please prove it.
We go through adversities
Thank you.
and we still stay
And we bounce back.
and we bounce back
Thank you.
all the time.
That's the type.
And that's why he's been successful in his
Amen
business.
to you.
Well,
Not
that's-
like you folks.
Which
From
folks
the
are that?
bridge. From the bridge.
From the bridge.
Yes.
That bridge can fall. Eh?
That bridge that can crumble anytime.
I'm not going to start a debate with two Liverpool fans now
let's
because
not
I'm sure I'm not going to win this.
You will have,
But,
you will
okay.
have a hard time. You will have a hard
Uncle
time.
Ken, thank you so much.
Thank you too, man.
What's coming up tonight, Uncle?
Oh, yes. Tonight I have a full program.
Yeah.
So last week we didn't, but it was for a good cause.
Yes,
Of course,
absolutely.
this Galamsey matter in this country, it
very,
needs
very
to
delicate,
be
yeah.
sorted out once and for all.
True.
Without us pussyfooting around it, you know.
Yeah.
So that was for a good cause, and a lot of my folks missed the African sauce, as you know. Yeah. So tonight we got the full range:
African
sauce,
sauce,
vintage music
and
show,
soul
and
serenade.
soul serenade.
Totally can't
Yes.
wait. Uncle Ken on your radio now. I'm Lexis Bill. Enjoy your evening.